Hey guys, Donnie Blue here. I'm a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt under Brandon Quick. This is my student Steven El Cucuy Portillo. A few years ago I filmed a video from the bottom of side control, Darce off the bottom, about 3 or 4 years ago. I've been hitting this move since I was a white belt, even before I started training in the gi. I've been using it ever since, and I have a whole system down there that I use to not only hunt for the submission, but also get the escape. So we're going to go over a few of those things today. Now, a lot of the feedback I get when people watch this is they say, yeah, good luck hitting that on anybody good. But I catch everybody. Everybody I roll with knows that I'm going to attack from this position. I have people tell me, man, I'd rather be inside your guard than on top of you in side control. So take a look at it. Tell me what you guys think. First one, I'm on the bottom inside, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this strong overhook here. He's got an underhook. I'm going to get a strong overhook here, deep. Now, this works gi or no gi, both. I'm going to show it just without using the gi, just no gi, basically. Right? This hand, my near side hand that's framing his hips, I'm going to pummel it underneath, so it's underhooked on his rib cage over here. Right? Now, I got to maintain. This has got to be strong here. Okay. Now, even if he's giving me a tight shoulder of justice, right here. Right, I can still get out. I'm not going to move him. I'm going to move myself underneath him. So I lift with this hand hard, and I slide out from underneath him. But remember, strong overhook here. So it's like this. Out. As I come underneath, right about here, this hand starts to slide, and it's got to be a surprise and violent. Bop! Right here, I catch it, and I keep walking. Notice I'm hipping into him because his defense, when he feels me here, he's going to be trying to get this across. Right? So I'm going to be hipping into him. I come to here. I think tricep, right? Not bicep. So I'm trying to reach all the way back here. Walk my hands up. I walk my hips into him. Take a deep breath. Squeeze. Right? So again, I'm here. Deep. I pummel this hand through. I bump. And remember, he's stay tight with that, Steve. Right? People always say, good luck on doing that when somebody doesn't keep a tight shoulder of justice. Right? Doesn't matter if they're loose or not, I can get through. I bump hard, right? I create space to here. Right? Now, let's talk about if they got a gi on. If they got their gi on, I do the exact same thing, but sometimes it's easier for me to watch this hand right here. Right in his armpit, there's a seam. I like to grab it. And then I squeeze my elbow in nice and tight, and I'm holding this into me nice and tight. So I'm tucking my elbow in and doing like a curl, this motion. Now the same exact thing works. I come underneath, right? I bump, and I explode through this direction. Again, as I'm underneath, immediately this comes to here, right? To here. Remember, think tricep, not bicep. So I'll do it a little bit faster so you can see. I'm here, on my knee. Right, and I just walk to him and squeeze. Okay? If I can't catch the tap by walking into him, they have no base on this side. So I can just bump up, oop up, right? And continue to roll. I can finish it from mount too, right? So, now, sometimes, once I get there, my opponent will start to figure that out, right? So it doesn't matter, again, strong overhook, or if they got a gi on, I grab in here and I pull tight. Sometimes I get to here and they set on this hip, like this. So I'm gonna bump until I get to here. Now if he's got a gi on, I'll just watch over here. I'll just grab, right? And I'll pull this way and take him this direction, right? I can grab here, or like no gi, I'll just grab his shoulder, right here. Depends on, or gi, I can grab here, horse collar. I can horse collar from here. I just pull in this direction, right? Walk around, walk back to side control on this side. Think tricep, not bicep, right? I don't want to be on my bicep. I'd like to be as close to my tricep as I can. Walk my hands up, look to his feet, set on my hip, and now watch when I set on my hip, I don't want his head to slide out, right? I don't want that. Right? I'm here, my chest stays heavy on top of him, but I set my hips into him, right? I look to his feet, I take a deep breath and squeeze, right? So again, I'm here, I pummel this hand in, boom, right? He sets on his hip, and I'm like, so I bump to get him to here. Now I take him this direction, right? He has no base, so I roll, boom. As I come up, this hand pummels through, I walk, tricep, not bicep, set, squeeze for the tap. Next, sometimes when I bump that direction, when I get this hand through, and sometimes I go to take him this direction and he bases. So when I feel him base, right, I bump the other direction and take him back. So he picks which way I'm going to go. I either sweep him or I come back underneath for the choke, right? So, and you guys will see I'm doing this simple this way, but a lot of times I'm looking for the minute my opponent starts to pass and get side, this hand's already pummeled underneath. I just keep it here, tight, okay? I control here, he sets, right? I bump, get it to here, and I try to take him this direction, but he bases. So then I kick him this direction to here. I finish the same way as everything else, good. Now, another response sometimes I'll get when people start picking up on it is I'll be here and I'll go to spin, and about here they pull their arm out, but then I just come back the other way, right? You'd be surprised how many people that catches them off guard. So I'm constantly hunting for it. So again, I'm here, I go to bump, he pulls out. Real simple, I'll show it slow so you can kind of see what I'm doing, okay? I'm here, I do the first escape, right? So I come to here, and as I come to here, he starts to feel it, so he pulls his arm out, and he resets, but this hand, I've just switched sides. So this hand bumps to here. And the last one, sometimes what happens is I'll catch like almost like a gift wrap, right? So I'm here, I'll start to go, and they'll pull out, but this hand will come to here. So they feel that I can take it to here, right? And what I like to do is this hand comes out, I get this, and then watch my feet, right? I turn my hips to him, and I trap right here. Now I take him, see how I turn my hips to him, or my hips away, I mean, rather, and I trap this leg, and then I take him this direction. I hug the head, shoot my Darce, finish the same way. Right? So, one more time. I'm here, I pummel underneath, he sees it, feels it, boom. So I trap immediately and hug. I've got to kill his elbow because it's going to be a fight here. Then this hand comes through, I lock it, gable it up, lock it down. Now I turn my butt to him and put my butt in between his knees here. That makes it to where I can bend my knee and hook my foot inside his legs, right? It's like an empty half guard almost, right? Now, a lot of times I can just roll him over, right? To here and finish the Darce. But let's talk about sometimes that doesn't work. So come feel my feet. Sometimes what I have to do is I'll lift and trap my feet this direction. So it's like a legit empty half guard, right? Sometimes I'll have to lift this and trap here, right? Now he can't set out with it or anything. Then I can start, and sometimes I squeeze and I'll actually catch people panic right here. It just hurts, but then I can block. And then when I decide to go, I lift, I push, explode, hug the head, boom, boom, right? And then the very last one, here we go. So he's gonna transition now. So as I come through, I'm gonna catch that gift wrap. So I come to here, boom, this hand comes to here. Now he sets on this hip, yes, and then I just come back. Right? I can take him this way, or I pummel through. So one more time, right? I come underneath, I bump, he brings his hand across, he feels that gift wrap coming, so I can either take him this direction, or I bump for the Darce here. All right, guys, I know that was a lot of info in a short amount of time, but that's a small version of the system I have from the bottom of side control to hit all those techniques to end up in the Darce. Sometimes when you're underneath and you're hunting for that submission, guys will give you so much space, you just pivot your hips and get your guard back. But what you've done is escape side control. Thanks, guys. Hosts.